Happy Thursday. Are you excited about my special announcement today? I'm really excited for my guest today, Jason, and the founder of XXO Connect. So if you have gotten to know me a little bit, or for those who do know me, I'm all about human connection, and I'm especially all about sharing the knowledge that exists out there to help you heal, to help you grow, to help you evolve. And when I connected with Jason and found out about his platform, I was like, wow. So without further ado, I'm going to be bringing him in and we're going to get right at it. I don't want to waste any time here. Hello, Jason. Hey, what's up, man?
Whoa, what is going on? How are you?
I'm good. And of course, our dear friend Usama is coming to support.
Usama, thank you for joining us.
It's so nice to have his energy here while we're going to be talking. Nice to have you. Finally, it's your turn, Jason.
Wow, I'm in the hot seat today, aren't I?
But you're in a better hot seat, especially when you have that mic of yours, which reminds me, I probably finally need to get one myself. Yeah, hi, Osama. Okay, hold on. So I was actually just doing a quick. I don't think I've ever dove so quickly in my life, but I'm like so excited about our conversation today and what we're going to be talking about. And I was sharing that one of the things that is very dear to my heart, including why I raise your love signal, was always to be able to kind of build a platform or be the connector to other people to help them in their healing, growing, evolving journey, because I've always been so curious, fascinated. I love to learn. I just connect with a lot. There's not much I haven't tried out there. There's still a lot that I still need to explore, but it's about sharing that knowledge to help people that are not aware of things. And when you came up with the idea of your platform, I was like, oh my God. So without further ado, I want you to dive right into it and explain XXO Connect, why you decided to found it. Why can't I say it today? It's like I'm trying to speak French. Hey, Lisa, nice to have you. Finally, a girlfriend of mine. She's like busy always with 3 kids. So it's nice for her to, she probably wanted to know about the big special announcement.
I do too. I'm waiting for it.
So actually, just to reiterate, so for everybody that's listening out there, whether you are, well, especially right now, I'm going to say, especially if you are single, but even if you're not, it doesn't matter. I want you to listen to this because a lot of you are out there complaining. It's hard to meet people. It's hard to connect with like-minded people. And of course, I'm talking about conscious people, people that are at a stage in their life where they want something more serious as a conversation. I like we like to have in our talks, conscious conversation, conscious communication, conscious connection. So, all right, I'm done talking.
I would put your seatbelt on because I'm about to dive hard into this. And I know I'm going to say things that majority will love and some may not so much, but we're going to go there today. So I know that, yeah, let's do this. So your community, I know, are the ones who do value conscious relationships, conscious dating, connection, personal growth, wellness, intimacy. I mean, you name it. Everything under this are the ones, they appreciate these types of things.
Correct.
So I'm going to say this to start this off. Without XXO, and XXO is the platform that we're talking about, without XXO, intimacy will become extinct. Now, I know it's a big statement, but we're going to go into there today. So we have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people who are currently or have been using online dating apps because for the past 10, 15, 20 years now, that is a standard. There hasn't been anything else.
Exactly.
And there's become this frustration from so many, including I'm sure so many who are watching this right now, who are your followers, your community, they become frustrated with because they value wellness, they value personal growth, and it's just not their energy anymore because there's so many people who don't value the same things that are on there. And so I'm looking right now at this is interesting, is current trends for 2022. We're only a few months away of the new disruptive dating apps.
Yeah.
And they're the same thing. They're not disrupting. They're not solving a problem. They're not a solution. They're actually adding to the problem. Now, they might look different. Every day there's another dating app. There might be some more fun features, but they all still work the same. Swiping, profiles, matching. They're all just capitalizing on another dating app in a different way. And so they function like a dating app because they're a dating app. And so XXO is here to not only disrupt, but to completely reinvent the current online dating model. What does that mean? That means it's not a dating app. This is not a dating app. No swiping, no profiles, no matching. This is the future. It's not the alternative to dating apps. It is going to be the new standard. Now, what is this? And that's what we're going to go into right now is human connection. I mean, I think that's how you started this conversation off. To me, the root of it all is connection, human connection. And everybody is so focused on with these apps is to try to connect with somebody else. But we're forgetting about the relationship to self first. Connection to self. Connection begins within and continues outward.
Yes.
Personal growth. And so to me, this is what we're about to talk about is the future of dating, the future of relationships, the future of connection has started. So you ready? So we're talking, what we're talking about is where personal growth and relationships and dating meet. We're talking about live interactive video connection rooms. I didn't say profiles. I didn't say swiping. I didn't say pictures and all that other shit that's been the standard. This is real. This is how you break it down. How I can see you, you can see me. We're in the moment right now. We're present. We can get to know each other. And so what XXO is the platform built for connection to self first and then others. It's a personal growth and wellness platform.
I need you to repeat that. I need you to repeat that because I want people to be clear what it's about. XXO is a platform about connection to self first.
Correct. Yeah, the platform built for connection to self first. It's connection over convenience. Relationships are not built on convenience, they're built on connection. And so when you look at all these platforms today, the core of it is social media. Social media comes in different ways, posting, metrics, likes, followers. If you look at dating apps, they're still built like that, likes, followers, and everything else, we've stripped that away and replaced the core of what it is, what XXO is human connection. It's all live interactive video rooms all throughout the day. We have a team of incredible coaches and teachers throughout the world who hold space inside these different rooms. So as our members come in, they have access to over 20 live interactive rooms throughout the week, which will be 24/7 live interactive rooms is where it's going to. Spirituality, sexuality, self-love, self-worth. We have energy healers. We have mindfulness classes. We have former MMA, UFC world champion fighters that bring everybody in and hold the conversation about transformation and mindset. It just goes on and on and on. We have breathwork rooms, but they're all not classes. They're live interactive rooms. Everybody can see each other. Everybody can hear each other. Everybody's building true connection, community, doing the inner work together. The breakthroughs, everything that happens inside these rooms are amazing because of the environment we've created. But we've also created a singles social community. And what that is it's not the alternative to dating apps. It's finally the new standard. All live interactive rooms led by a team of conscious sex, love, and relationship coaches that we have. And they hold the space and we're seeing each other. We're talking to each other. We're getting to know each other. We don't have to worry about 1,000 DMs and this and that. We're right fucking there in the moment.
Exactly.
There's nothing sexier or more attractive than surrounding yourself with others who value these types of things.
Exactly, because I want to answer a few comments here before so Elisa is like saying,
I'm on fire, by the way. Can you tell I'm like,
I love it. This is
I'm going
great.
to take a water break for a moment here.
How do you connect to yourself through a social platform? So Lisa, continue listening to what we're going to be sharing, because you can. I mean, connecting to self can be through learning, and this is what this platform is all about. It's learning. A lot of people don't know how to connect to self. A lot of people don't know how to put self-love into practice. A lot of people don't know a lot about a lot of things. So, and then, you know, I have Persian Queen here. Hi, never been on a dating app, and I don't think I feel comfortable to be on any of them. And a lot of women specifically feel like that as well, where this is a membership. So you have to be a member, and it's not just about scrolling, swiping, as Jason was explaining.
There is none of that.
First and foremost is about getting to work on the self. So it's kind of like a self-development platform that Jason will now continue. Sorry, I cut you off to go into you were about to continue on the single path.
Well, no, you're doing an amazing job, but but no, that's a great question that they had was, how do you connect to yourself through a social platform? Connection begins within and travels outward. If you don't have that healthy connection to self, healthy relationship to self, those healthy boundaries, you're not going to find it on a social platform. What we do is going inward. There is no posting. There's no metrics. You are doing inner work in these live interactive rooms. You're having the most amazing conversations, things that you might have held on to your whole life, of different emotions that have been stored deep inside, or things you've never gotten past that you feel alone. You're opening up in these rooms. I mean, it is incredible what happens. And that's how you do it, is to create a perfect environment so far away from distraction and noise. This isn't Zoom what we're talking about either. It's such a different environment. And when you create,
want people to understand, it's always live. You actually sit in.
It's live. We're not talking courses. We're not talking watching, recorded stuff. And you're surrounded by an incredible, not only team, but community, a supportive community who are all there for the same reason. And so you're building true community connection while doing this.
Like-minded people. And I want people to also be very aware of one thing. I've been doing this shit for 20 years. I spent thousands of dollars doing, a conference here, going to see a speaker there. This is one place. It's a little bit like, Clubhouse and it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, so I'm glad you said it. So our members, and again, I'm going back to, it's all video. You can see each other too. And that was really important to me, because to me, it creates an intimate environment. There's something about this intimacy of being able to see each other and hearing each other. You are present. When you're just listening to something like Clubhouse, you can be distracted, you can be multitasking, and it's just not the same. I like seeing each other. And so it does create that environment. I lost my thought of where I was going with that.
When you're thinking about say, as Jess is saying now, if I was single, this is the only app I'd be using. No exaggeration. It's the conscious person's dating app, and it's exactly what it is. It's like,
yes, and I'll say to that too, is that it's not just for single people, because we have rooms that are open for everybody through this. So Jess, definitely come on. But our members do have access to over $15,000 of direct, interactive, personal growth coaching every single month. They're right there with them. They're talking to them. They're seeing. They're not watching recorded courses and everything else. And I'm not shitting on that stuff. But to me, I wanted to create everything in the moment to be present.
Yeah, which I agree, because as you say with Clubhouse, I think about when I'm sitting there, I am sometimes doing 3 things at once and kind of paying attention to when I want, versus when you're face to face with someone. There's something very powerful about, one, being able to see their face and connecting with the others in that room as well. So I totally agree with you.
And the people that we have, our XXO Connection team, it's not like Clubhouse where anybody can just build a room and do something. To me, like, everyone's an expert in a life they have not lived. So everybody can just go and say they're an expert and create and do something. I wanted to truly find the best of the best who fully resonate and you can relate to, and just incredible humans holding space inside these rooms. And so that's what we are doing.
And then, okay, we're almost to the announcements. I want you to expand a little bit on what you decided to do for the singles community. And I also would love you to talk about RAQVISION, because this is, for me, it's like a three-place shop. So it's not just for single. We're making this today a little bit about singles, because oftentimes when you are single, or even if you are in a toxic relationship or you're in a marriage that has been, you know, failing, and you're kind of starting to do a little bit of digging and doing some personal work on yourself, this is a platform that you can just join and have access to all of the different.
It's incredible.
Mentioned, and then not only have access to us live like this, but have people that are probably going through the same thing you are, or meet people that are into that journey, which I would say is a big piece of healing as well. I think about who I used to be 20 years ago versus who I hang out with today. It's very different. Not to say that it's wrong. It's just you're having a different conversation. So there's a lot of newness happening as well.
Yeah. If you said you were the same person from 20 years ago, then you would not be one who probably values wellness and personal growth and all these things we're talking about, because you haven't done any of the inner work. And so that makes, I'm sure you're not the same person as you were last month or last year.
No.
You know, so
it never ends. There's always something.
Well, that's the thing too, is so many think personal growth is just, you know, a checklist on, you know, it's a lifetime journey. Once you start, it's not something I did and I'm done with it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a lifetime journey. And the other thing to that too is that I just want to quickly say we have a fuckload of fun inside XXO. It's not, people think that personal growth is so serious and this, and there's parts that are. But there's so much fun to it.
Yeah, I think that I remember when I first dived and started doing a lot of the deeper work, I became this like nun where I isolated myself, and I went, you know, just like so deep into it that everything outside, like, and I'm a person that loves to have fun. I was a party girl and I still am like that, but it was a dissociation of associating personal development or just working on yourself as having to be serious, or having it to be hard, or having it to be like a struggle. And you're right, there's a lot of it that can be, but there's a chunk of it that can be fun, and it doesn't need to be and hard all the time. Hence why it's great to be with a like-minded community or people that speak your same language. So I agree, and thank you for saying that, because fun is super important.
Yeah, and that transfers over to dating too. And so many are not having fun because of how it's set up now. And so in this, it extends over to the singles part of what we're doing. It's a lot of fun. Like what happens in the single social event rooms is there's so much fun happening. It doesn't have to be a bore, a drag, whatever, you know, use whatever term you want for dating anymore. It shouldn't be like that.
No,
you should enjoy your time.
So explain, Jason, how does the single community work versus the platform that's open to anybody and everybody that wants to join, but for people that are specifically single that want to connect to singles?
There's two membership levels, and then we'll talk about RAQVISION, which is our youth social network also. So when you join, you can become, there's XXO, which you have all access to all of the rooms, all of the teachers, coaches. What you don't have access to is the singles part of it, the single social events. So usually if you're not single, then it makes sense to join the XXO part of it. If you're single, then it's essentially all access. You have access to all of the rooms plus all of the single social rooms, which as we build out, there's going to be a dedicated room for every state in the United States. If I live in Delaware, there's a dedicated Delaware room where they can have access to anywhere they want to go, but they also might want to meet people in that area of Delaware. And that room will have a dedicated conscious sex, love, and relationship coach who holds space inside that video connection room where they can meet. And let's say a few people, they want to have an offline conversation. We do have a very unique, exclusive one-on-one video chat app, which it's almost like a WhatsApp exclusive to our members. It's our own app, but no phone numbers. They can have a safe video conversation. And even regardless if it's a romantic connection or not, they're meeting true, they're building community, they're building connection regardless. So it's created, again, what I consider the future of dating. This is here now. This is not an alternative to dating apps. This is the new standard. Personal growth first and foremost.
Oh, yes, you said it all. Because when people say, they're looking and there's a desperation to well, not only finding a partner, but the lack of being able to achieve it, or it's just, fail after fail after fail, it's often related to us as a person. So it's like,
yep.
Just enough that start working on you and all of the identify your patterns, your behaviors, or your limiting belief system, or there's so much more that to be worked on to be able to finally realize and understand what you are meant to be with. Because I always say there's a huge difference between what we want, what we attract, and what is right for us. Those are three different worlds, and oftentimes between what we think we want and what we attract is not right. There's like a disjunction. And then between what you attract and what you really need, which oftentimes we're blindsided because we haven't done the work, is another wall you hit. So this for me was I was so I was so happy to hear that you created this, and I love the passion that you have behind it and how you're putting this. And just for everybody to know as well, this is fairly recent. It's just the start. There's so many layers to be explored. And
just the start.
You want to develop something that will be in every region, in every country. So I mean, if you're somebody that says, I don't want to meet somebody from the US, I want to meet somebody from Canada, that will eventually be possible. So anything else you want to add about the singles community before I want you to talk about RAQVISION as well?
Yeah, I think I've said a lot in a little time, but let's talk about RAQVISION. So the big vision of this was all a download. It was 4:31 in the morning on a Saturday morning in June, not this past June, the year before. And I saw the whole vision of what this was. And I will back up that XXO first started off as an offline matchmaking service and podcast in Connecticut in the United States. That's what I started with. I launched in January of 2020 when a month and a half or so later, COVID happened, where people couldn't meet initially in person, and it kind of threw off what I really wanted to do. But in this download and the vision of what I then saw that in June was transforming 1 million lives by 2025, to restore connection to humanity, to accelerate human connection, which is what we do. And people say, well, how do you accelerate human connection? And to me, I don't believe in time. I believe in energy. So if you can manage energy, you can manipulate time. If you can manipulate time, you can accelerate human connection. And that's what we do inside our environment. Part of the download also, I saw a kids network. I had no fucking idea what that meant or how I'm going to hit 1 million lives by 2025. I didn't understand that stuff. I didn't need to at the time. But what's happened is I've known Raquel Boris, who's this incredible human. Yes. And she was starting to do amazing things with kids. She created what's called Rock the Boat. And anybody who's watching, go to YouTube and subscribe Rock the Boat. It's like nothing you've seen before. She has these one-on-one conversations with the youth. And what she gets out of these conversations blow your mind. Even like the parents of these kids say, I don't know what to expect. They're not going to say much. And then she has this conversation. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's incredible. She's finding the most. So I finally said to Raquel, you're the one. You're the chosen one to build what I wanted to build of a kids network. I want the youth social network. And so RAQVISION was born. And RAQVISION is the 17 and under youth social network, which is powered by XXO. And anybody who joins XXO, if they have 17 or under kids, they automatically gain access into our RAQVISION platform. Again, no posting, not social media, no metrics, none of that. It's their own version of what we've created, of course, minus the dating part of it. But it has a live interactive video rooms with RAQVISION team, and they hold space. And so we're doing the same for our youth as well. Our youth don't have a spot for this.
For RAQVISION?
They haven't had a spot for it. I mean, it's all social media is where they have, or they have these very clinical, sterile type of like courses. And to me, it doesn't open everybody up to have real conversations.
I agree. Okay. So people, okay, listen to me for 2 seconds. Now, this for me touches my heart even more because Jason intertwined kids. And when I started Raise Your Love Signal, my download or my research was to eventually be able to not only touch women and men, because it's what I know and through my own experience and many failures, but it was eventually to be able to build a curriculum that would be taught to kids in school as young as 10, all about communication skills, social skills, emotional intelligence, and sexuality. And I won't go into that, but not from a penis and vagina perspective, more about, being aware in your body, because we're often told we're so shamed about who we are, how to be in our bodies, and that causes problems in relationship later, or just this uncomfortableness in your own body or insecurities. So when we met, and thank you, Claudia, one of my clients that I worked with introduced me to Jason, which when you think about it, it was so meant to be. I was like, the fact that you integrated this whole kids part is for me just a sign. And a sign that, so, okay, 2 things. So now I'm getting fired up. So think about it, people. You pay a membership, one platform. So whether you are single, married, whatever your gender is, what kind of relationship you're going through, and you have kids, you can touch anything possible to have access to any form of personal self-development that you want to go through. And we're talking about any possible subject you can think about, as Jason named a few. We're talking about even manifesting, learning how to manifest, sexuality, intimacy, vulnerability, sex coaches, relationship coaches, that MMA.
Self-care, wellness. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Spirituality, breathwork work rooms. Yeah. Anything
you can possibly imagine. And then you have this kids thing. So if you're speaking that language, why not introduce that to your children? Because can you imagine if we would have, if I would have known all this stuff at such a younger age, my God, would I ever have saved myself so much? I don't like to say saving myself pain and suffering, because I do believe that we needed to grow through it, but it would have made me so much more aware and give me tools on how to deal with things when they do happen. Kate, hi, and love you more, Claudia. And hi, Shlomo. It's nice for you to join us. I know it's late for you. This is the guy that I love that's based in Israel. So on that note.
Yes.
Are you ready to roll out the drums?
Here, actually, I have a drum right here. I'm not even kidding. My table, my old snare drum from high school marching band, I took with me. I don't know, I graduated in 96, so you do the math, and it came with me. So I'll do an actual drum roll. Oh
my God.
There you go.
Love it. Yeah. So the big special announcement that I was saving for all of you today is that Jason kindly invited me to be one of those speakers, one of these experts on the platform to help you with your love life and raising your love signal. So I am honored. I am proud. I am so excited to be part of your vision and my vision to make the world a better place in loving and human connection. So
Chantal is going to have her own weekly rooms, I should say, and that's going to be with a few S's, but rooms, yeah.
yes. So every Tuesday, we're going to be starting in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be sending out some more details. I wanted to talk more about the platform today, but I'm going to be starting. It'll be every Tuesday, once a week for, I think it's an hour. And so anybody that wants to join the platform, I'll be there on a weekly basis, and you can come and ask me and talk about anything. So, and then you need to discover all the other incredible speakers and experts that will be on the platform as well. I will be sharing all of that information. You're going to see me push out all of this a lot in the next couple weeks. And then Jason, I want you to tell me, so, okay, so let's talk about what does it cost? And we're also going to be giving away a special offer. So let's talk about, because I know people are going to be saying, okay, how does this work exactly? So
Sure.
More details.
Okay, so going again is not only do you have access to the first of its kind single social community, which nothing has been done like this yet. You have access to over $15,000 of personal growth coaching every month inside direct live video connection rooms. You have access to RAQVISION. So there's two plans. And as of right now, and the pricing will be going up October 22nd. So right now, the two plans, one is $24.99 a month for the XXO plan. And the singles community plan is $30 per month membership. That's it.
People.
That is it.
25
they
bucks.
they pay more on dating apps, on like if you get Match or something. Right? And you're getting all of this.
I agree. And you're getting access to community, to speakers, to
all the personal growth.
Experts. So, I mean, $25 a month is less than $1 a day. $1 a day if you're single and want full access. And then you get to have your children also benefit from this amazing platform. And yeah, do go check out Raquel. So yeah. Jason has kindly offered, and I will be offering a promo code to anybody that wants to join, especially before October 22nd, because that's when the prices are going to go up, as Jason was just saying. So a 20% off membership fee. So you will need to DM me XXO Connect, and I will pass on the promo code for you that you will need to use before October 22nd. And Jason, just because I'm thinking of people will be asking questions, is it like any membership that you can cancel at any time? Are there any,
It's a monthly membership. You can cancel at any time.
Okay.
But whoever, even if they use the code that you'll give them, if they subscribe, become a member before October 22nd, they will lock in a lifetime access at that intro pricing before it goes up. So they won't ever actually, when we have our increases, they've locked in the price because they are the intro group of our members. Exactly. And so, yeah, that's big.
25 bucks, 30 bucks on yourself, or being able to share all this with your friends and meet like-minded people. Come on, people. Yeah. That's like the best money you can spend, because I think about, I'm paying right now, let's say we're paying $12.99 for friggin' Netflix a month, paying $9.99 for Prime Video. What the hell am I getting out of that other than free shipping?
Yeah, and then just the coaching, like the coaching alone, depending on if you pay a coaching per hour, if you're paying per, weeks or however it works, you're getting access to 20 amazing coaches and teachers throughout the world. And we're going to keep adding to that. And the price doesn't go up every time we add to that. You have literally access to all of them.
That's actually a really good point, Jason, because if you would come to work with myself, or any other coach. And actually I was looking into maybe hiring a one-on-one business coach for myself, and it's fucking expensive. It's a lot of money. So, and working with me one-on-one is also expensive. So this is a really great way to have access to so many different experts on a very low price, very generously priced. And again, just be part of this like-minded community. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to start.
I'm so excited to have you on board with us.
Thank you, Jason. Anything else you want to add or share, or that we didn't think of covering?
We stuck a lot in this one, but I think, going back to without XXO, intimacy will become extinct. I think it makes sense now of where we're going. If we kept going on the same trajectory of just more dating apps and where we're going with this, then yeah. And so it's time to finally somebody completely disrupt and completely reinvent the current online dating model or the system. And that's what we're doing.
Yes. And I love that. So people talk about it, go check it out. I mean, listen, if you get the membership, you try it for a couple months and you don't like it, you can always cancel it. What is that amount of money for us? It's nothing. I always like to compare any purchase I do to a cup of coffee, or usually if I go get a coffee a day, it's not, now it's like $5. Holy shit, $5 a day. I mean, that's a lot of personal development money I can invest on. So go check it out. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I will obviously have Jason's information and the website's information when we're done with the recording. And don't forget to DM me if you want the promo code for 20% off. And that will lock in this price for the rest of your friggin' life.
Yes, yes.
So that's a steal. All right. So people tune in for more information. I will be announcing the official first date, which should be in 2 weeks' time. And until then, like I said, go check out the website platform so you can get an idea. And we're here for you if you have any questions. Jason, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for making or trying to make the world a better place. And I know it sounds super corny, but I don't give a shit because I do believe we need it. We're at a point that, we've never been so desperate for human connection, but human connection on a very deep rooted soul way. So this is where I think connection to self, work on yourself, and then see the magic happen around it. And I can confirm that when, I think about all the clients that I work with and that are now successfully at peace with who they are, because it starts with themselves. It's so different for them to attract or find the right person. And I am an example of that. I am a true example, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So
cheers to restoring connection to humanity with me. And let's do this. And anybody who has any questions, you can reach out to me for the code. You can DM Chantal, and hope to see you on the other side inside XXO.
Absolutely. And thank you for all the listeners that came in and everybody that supported. It was nice to see so many faces that I hadn't seen in a while. And Claudia, I can't wait to see you on that platform. Thank you, girl. And yeah, people need to go see Claudia's talk. She's going to be doing,
she's a self-care and wellness room. It's amazing. She's amazing. Yep.
She is fire.
She is fire. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who's joined in or watching on the replay. I appreciate that.
All right, Jay. See you soon.
Take care.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.